Going to be working through our first virtual lab today. You're going to be doing this in a group of 3 individuals. I believe that's the plan, about 3, in a breakout room. So please work together with your group to complete this. You will each need to turn in the lab questions, each individual person in the group, okay? So I'm going to just take you step by step as to how you're going to go through completing this lab. So the first thing is you're going to be watching my video. So my video will be right here. So you can get that. Once you have finished this, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to click on this document. Again, every single person needs to do this. So you're going to make a copy of this document. So you'd make a copy. And now this document is yours. So in the top corner, you want to get rid of this kind of copy of and write your last name, first name. And now this belongs to you. It's your ecosystems lab. You also want to make sure you fill out your name in the normal spot and everything like that. So you can get that all filled out. You also want to list your team members' names. So let's say I'm just going to be in a group with my dog and my cat. So you would list both of their names first and last, please. And you're going to work through, with your group, work through defining the following. So you can find these in your book. You can find these in your workbook. A couple of different locations you can find them. But you need to make sure you define all of the following terms. So you'd write the definitions down right here. Sorry, my dog just joined us in here. So you'd write the definitions down right there. And then you would also write the ecological hierarchical organization from smallest to largest. Think of this, think about your flip book. Okay, so next thing you're going to do, you're going to open the following lab page. This is a link. Please click it. Click that lab page. Okay, so this is our lab. And I'm going to take you through an example, the first example, and I'm going to use the forest ecosystem to create this example. So when you go to create your lab, you can do any of the ecosystems except for the forest ecosystem. You can't do the same one that I'm doing, okay? So there are some background information here that you need to read on this left side. I'm going to bring us down to the procedure. So on this side here, you have all sorts of different things that you would find inside of a forest ecosystem. You have the plants, mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, arthropods. This field guide down at the bottom here gives you some information about your ecosystem. It's going to tell you about the trees, it's going to tell you about all of that, and then also tell you about some animals. So the top carnivores, cougars, wolves, hawks. So you're going to use this information here. So you're going to use this information in your field guide to fill out your pyramid. So you would go over to the left side here and actually, what's one thing? We said that the top carnivores were cougars, wolves, and hawks. So if we look at our animals that we have here, we have wolves and we have hawks. So we're actually going to grab them and drag them up to the top, okay? So what else? We said wolves as well. So you drag them up to the top. So let's say that I didn't read all of it and I'm just going to put that there as well. If I want to check my work, you press check. And oh, those 2 are correct, but my plants in this second heterotrophs was incorrect. So it went back over to the side. Okay? So you're going to work through, you're going to drag them all to the correct locations. And I'm not going to work through that individually. But if we open that, I have already completed it. Great. So once you have it totally correct, you press check and it's going to make that little ding sound. That means you have everything perfectly in the order that they want it. So when you complete, click the check button, all the names, okay? So now we're on number 3. Click the pyramid of energy button to display the numbers indicating the amounts of energy. Great. There's our energy at the bottom. There's a question on our lab about energy right here. So you would make sure you fill that out. Okay. Make sure you follow through this whole lab. And then you can also pyramid of numbers. That's all there as well. Okay. So you're going to analyze the data by calculating the conversion, all of that kind of stuff. Number 6, ignore number 6. When all the data are recorded, you can look at the data. I mean, you can look at the table. See what happens. Maybe not. Okay. But you don't need to answer the journal questions here because I changed the journal questions to go in your lab. Look, they're right here. So these are all the same journal questions, so you just answer them in the lab. Okay? So you're working through this with your group. If you have any questions of anything, you can go back and watch this video. You're also in breakout rooms, so you can always call me to the breakout room with you. But I'm not going to help you with anything until you finish watching this video. So hopefully you just finish. Okay. So go ahead and get started. Only one of you needs to make this. So I made it so you can share your screen. So you can share your screen with everyone else. Work together to get it all in the right locations. But again, everyone needs to fill this lab report out. Okay? Thanks, guys. And then don't forget to turn this in, okay?